Penis and vagina. Penis and vagina. Yo, what's up, everybody? What up, everybody? This is the Squeegee Life podcast.
Saying, are we live now?
Yeah, we're live.
This thing on?
Yeah, this thing's on.
I'll tell you what. There would be a. Remember how many times have I done a live video? One time at the IWCA convention when you told me to do it, right?
Made you do it. Yeah.
There would be a second one.
What?
The second one would be me beating the fucking brakes off the motherfucker in front of, right on live in camera. But anyway, all right, let's go. Let's get this thing going.
Somebody's super mad. Somebody's super mad. Yeah. Sorry, we're late, guys. I was using the power of Mark and Seth to figure out a strategy to eliminate all competition. Because I'm a little butthurt today, but we're not going to talk about that here. Our strategy session is over, so we're live here on the Facebooks or in the YouTubes, whatever the fuck you want to call this. Whatever you want to call this is where we're at right now. So what do we do? Dude?
Dudes.
Fucking shit is shit is going down, right? Everyone's making all kinds.
Going to town. You see, a lady in Texas was fucking locked up for opening up her hair salon, and they put her before a judge.
Yep,
and all she had to do was apologize, and she says, "I'm not apologizing for feeding my family."
Right. I don't fucking blame her. I wouldn't apologize for that shit either. You know what I mean?
So, this is fucking out of control.
Yeah, I wouldn't apologize for that shit. Why would you apologize for trying to do your thing? Well, unless it's that that one dude. What's his name? Seth's buddy, the one that you argue with all the time, the one with the tits.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Big gravy nipples.
Chris, yeah, Chris, man, tits, Chris.
Captain Politician.
Chris Lamborghini's got gravy nipples.
I don't know, does he?
I don't know if he's got gravy nipples or not, but I do know that he's really mad about people out cleaning windows and shit right now. It's because we're out killing old peoples, for what I was told.
So, that was the guy. He was in Canada. Yeah.
He's in Michigan. He's in Michigan. No.
Guy in Michigan.
I saw
him in Canada too. I saw that thing today too. That's annoying. I'd go punch that guy in the face.
Yeah, it's not. It's not cool when. Yeah, it's just not cool when you do things like that. Like, I seen some dude was fucking gonna call the police on people and shit. He's gonna start turning in fucking, he's gonna start turning in window cleaners. Like, man, how do you sleep at night, dude? You know what I mean? Who does that?
You're jammed directly in his asshole. That's how that guy sleeps. Guaranteed. He's so uptight.
Yeah, I just don't know how you could do that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Go around and tell on people out making, trying to make I'd see maybe if you're doing some, like some work and it's shoddy and, whatever's whatever, you know what I mean? I could see that, but man, you are really pushing it if you're out fucking just calling the cops on people because they're working, you know what I mean?
The only time I ever outed anybody on anything was when that dude used my fucking website to promote his business.
Oh yeah, that
That was the only time, and that got
not
kind of resolved a little bit. So, but yeah, I don't like doing that either. Like, I want people to do their own things, but if you do shady shit, you should get called on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Mind your own fucking business. That's all.
Right? Shady shit should be called out, Mark.
Right? Right, Mark?
No. Yeah,
when people do shady shit.
When people do shady...
But there's a difference between...
Yeah. When you do things to innocent
you know
people... When you do things to innocent people, you should call them out.
Dude, I used to know this guy. I
know this one
we
guy.
We called him Garbage Dick. Garbage Dick because he put his dick anywhere, right? And he was known as the home wrecker. He didn't fucking care. He'd go out and fucking hook up with bitches just because they got too much alcohol in them, or he had a good game, talking to them. And next thing you know, there's fucking, he's either adopt a pop or he fucking bails out, Fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah, that's some terrible shit right there.
Well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's not a lot of fucking...
No, okay. Kate asked if I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. Out of here. Fuck. Go. Get in the other room. Go on. Go get you something to eat.
She heard a little man all upset inside.
Yeah. She knows what I'm capable of.
Well, I've been picking up residential work pretty steadily. So the residential work's rolling, but still no commercial work. They still got that shit on lockdown. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
So. Well, you have grocery stores open, right? Mm-hmm. You have car dealerships are open, right? Yeah. Auto parts stores. Mm-hmm. If you have those in your route, there's a chance you could be doing some of them. Like I said,
I'm working on it. I'm working on that kind of stuff, car lots and.
Do you have golf courses open yet, TJ?
Mm-mm.
You might be opening.
No,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon. I think maybe next week sometime.
Dude, did you see what happened here?
Mm-mm.
They opened up our boat ramps, and there was the news only says 300. Dude, there were over 6,000 fucking boats going down. The Intercoastal is a waterway between the ocean and land, right? It's a navigational waterway. It's 300 yards across, and it's a deep water canal, and the ships can come in there for the port. But anyway, dude, they loaded over 6,000 boats and put Trump flags all over them, had a fucking huge parade going down the Intercoastal this weekend. Yeah, it was badass.
That runs all the way up to South Carolina, right, Mark? The Intercoastal.
I don't know. I know that it went from Jupiter to Mar-a-Lago, which is Trump's house, and that's about a 25-mile run in our area,
Nice.
If anybody listening has got any contacts in the pressure washing industry, I'm looking for a pressure washer, about 4.5, 5 gallons a minute, belt driven, 2,500, 3,000 psi. I've already got a little soft wash deal going. It's time to start making moves. Apparently, I gotta get nasty. You know what I mean? I got shit I gotta do. So
you got that money to make.
I got that money to make, so time to expand my horizons. And I need to do this efficiently. So, if you guys and anybody out there knows anyone or knows somebody that's getting rid of a pressure washer that's not a piece of shit, man, hit me up, man.
Yeah.
Hit me up. Up.
You don't really, unless you're going to suck out of a tank, you don't really need a belt dry right off the bat and shit like that. All my machines now.
Yeah, well, this is the way I look at it. I could drop like $800-900 on a regular old fucking direct drive pressure washer, or throw a couple $100 to it and get something that would pull right from a tank right out the gate, and not have to fucking worry about it. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Because I have a direct drive now. You know what I mean? I want something that I can pull from a tank from. I need something that'll push my surface cleaner.
Some direct drives will get from a tank, but more often than not, they're a problem. But the thing is...
Oh, sorry. Mark, go.
No, I was just going to say, the thing is, I had my share of trailers and rotting trailers and trailer tires and trailer lights and trailer license plates that I just have portable machines now. I'm not doing that. Dragging shit around.
I'm not doing that. See, that's the thing. I want a portable belt drive machine that I could set in the back of the truck with a 35-gallon tank That'll take up one half of my bed. You know what I mean? The other half my pure water cart. The other half my portable pressure washer, pulling from a tank. No big deal. No hard mount. I'm not trying to hard mount it. Just something I want to stay portable.
Hard.
You know what I mean? But I want to be able to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because I'm starting to get a lot more calls for the pressure washing and this house washing and shit like that. I mean, that's becoming a really big thing now. It seems like people are really wanting to rid their homes of the coronavirus on the outside.
Yeah. Well, not. You know what? I see more of a trend of pressure washers, considering that they're leaving money on the table and attempting to become window cleaners, more than window cleaners grabbing a machine and becoming a pressure washer. Because I don't give a shit what Ron or anyone says, or John Tornaboner about parking garage. There is a lot you need to know about doing that, but fucking cleaning is cleaning. So it takes me 2 hours longer than you because you got another 1,000 horsepower fucking motor than I do, or more experience. But point is, it's easy, less of a learning curve, in my opinion, than pressure washing than there is in window cleaning. So now you got all these pressure washers fucking nutting up and buying a pressure water system. Now I'm a window cleaner.
No, you're not. Try that shit on the inside.
There's a difference between buying hand tools and becoming a window cleaner than a window cleaner buying an actual pressure washer, because you can buy a water-fed pole, but that doesn't make you a window cleaner.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking. There's a lot of stuff about pressure washing and soft.
Oh yeah.
But I stay in my lane on it. And to be honest, direct drive or belt driven will pull the same. I mean, I have a belt drive and a direct drive power washer, each on a little skid, and they both pull just the same. I think belt drive just lasts longer, personally. Direct drive ends up...
Well, with the belt drive, basically the way it works is with the belt drive or a gear reduction drive, your motor only spins half the RPM, so you get more time out of the motor. That pump's still going, let's just say, hypothetically, 2,300 RPM, but your motor's working half as hard because of the gear reduction. So, and because the motor's spinning slower, it draws out of a tank better than being force-fed through a direct drive. I've had a couple direct drives that I could get to suck out of a tank, but it's a motherfucker plumbing them. You gotta...
Oh, Mark, you're gay. Look at him, he's all froze. He's got his fucking penis in his... Look like he's all froze and shit. What a queer.
He's got to close his Pornhub window.
Yeah, close Pornhub, you fucking short retard.
Listen, fucker. I just got a poor connection right
now. Why do you have a poor connection right now?
Because I don't know. All of a sudden, my fiber's like shit. My fiber sucks.
Oh, yeah. Definitely sucks. This podcast sucks. That's why only 12 people watch it.
I don't know. What's up with that?
Hey, there's 13 people. 13.
I don't know. Why do you think it sucks, Mark? Now we can only see your mouth.
I think it sucks because the world around us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right now, fucking go out. It's doom and gloom. Everybody's walking around like they're a fucking surgeon. You ever notice that all these people put a mask on and think they could do fucking brain surgery?
Right.
A cloth mask does absolutely dick for anybody. Dude,
the shit is microscopic. It's microscopic. You think you're gonna fucking catch it in a fucking piece of cloth? Yeah, I saw a lady look like a fucking doily put on a goddamn table.
Right? You need an N95. Huh? You need an N95. You need something that's actually filtering.
They don't want to say that because they don't have them. You can't even buy them.
Yeah. I mean, is this gonna turn into the conspiracy podcast? Because I'm all for it.
Yeah. Well, no. I think it's funny coming from. I'm dating someone who works in healthcare, and straight up, it doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit for what this virus is.
I tried explaining that to this girl in this she owns this tattoo shop or works in this tattoo. She's not a tattooer, she's a piercer. And she's like, I need these masks to keep people from fucking getting me sick. And I'm like, that's not what those are for. Surgical masks are not for that. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna do anything. That's not what they're for. You know what I mean? To keep slobbers and fluids and shit out of open wounds. Am I right, Seth?
Yeah,
I mean, if you're trying to keep,
and all you're doing is, to be honest, if you're working out, like I've seen a bunch of people in these stupid Facebook groups, like giving town workers and stuff shit working outside. Okay, so you don't want people to get sick, right? You're trapping in heat, moisture, all that stuff. You're basically making a breeding ground on your face for germs. So maybe you don't get the coronavirus, but you can develop all sorts of other fucking breathing illnesses by wearing a mask outdoors working on your own. Mm-hmm. That's not what this is.
I think the funniest shit to me is pulling up to a red light and seeing some motherfucker with the windows up, only person in the car, and they're wearing a mask. Fucking idiot. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, stupid. What are you doing?
I don't. I'm trying to decide what the fuck I'm gonna do if they try to start making it like. There's already 2 stores in town here that if you aren't wearing a mask, they won't let you shop there.
Oh, I can't go in one store in the entire
my favorite fucking store in town, Myers. That's like my super store. Like my favorite grocery store is Kroger, but my favorite like shopping place is like Myers because you know they got everything there. You know they got groceries, they got this and that. They got fucking underwear if you need underwear. They got
Albertsons.
Yeah, they got everything. Yeah, they got everything. It's like a less hillbilly Walmart. You know what I mean? It's like you know what I'm saying. It's essentially what it is. And you're not. I'm not. They turn me away at the door. Like, do you have a mask? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, we can't let you shop. We can't let you in. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they have a security team outside or 2 people standing.
Yeah, they got 2 fucking hourly employees out there telling me I can't shop. The fucking Gestapo
with their mask pulled down below their nose, telling you can't shop.
Listen to this, dude. So I get up in the morning. I stop at this fucking this mom and pop station down the road from me. It's run by 2 Indian people. Dots, not dots.
Dots, not feathers.
Dots, not feathers. And awesome people. I really like the dude. He always, I pressure wash the front of his store for him all the time and clean his windows. Really good dude.
Is his name Patel?
No. His name is Mike Asshole.
Mike Asshole?
No.
Dude,
his name is Mike, you asshole.
No.
So I walk in there this morning.
I see no asshole here.
Shut up, you fucking short fucking cocksucker. I walk in the fucking store. Listen, I'm fucking hey, listen, we gotta listen to your 15, 20-minute fucking orations on the new fucking deal every time you tell a story. Just let me say what the fuck I gotta say.
What the fuck is an oration? Listen. All right, go ahead. Tell us about Patel.
I'm done. You go, Mark. Your turn,
I'm
Mark.
Listening.
Why don't you tell everybody what you feel about how you really feel about fucking I had you fucking sweating there, didn't you? I seen your fucking eyes squinting your shit. Yeah. You started sweating, your eyes squinted, your chin popped up.
You know what that is?
You fucking started to swell up. No, the fuck you ain't. You're a pussy. You're a pussy, and we know it. Anyways, I go into this fucking gas station every fucking morning. 2 nice people. They actually live in the neighborhood. And I go in, I grab my bottle of water, I stop, I grab some, a small cup of coffee, go up to the front, and I notice out of the corner of my eye as I'm walking past this guy in this bright green fucking jacket with this mask on and a clipboard, and I see her running around the store. She runs out from behind the counter and runs back into the cooler, and then Mike comes out. His wife runs back, gets Mike. Mike comes out. He's like, oh, hey, buddy, all that shit. And I turn around, and it's a fucking guy on the back of his jacket. It says health department. And Mike comes out. He's got his mask hanging below. You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you should have that mask on. And he's like, she should always have a mask on. And da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, well, I've got fucking issues with my blood pressure and my heart rate, so if I wear it too long, it fucking, it makes my heart rate go up.
Yeah.
Or some fucking stupid Indian shit like that. And he's like, these are the new guidelines you need posted on the door at all times. You need to have a mask on at all times. We're going to be checking the next time. He goes, this time I'm going to give you a warning, and da-da-da-da-da. And then as he's starting to walk out, he stops, and he's like, so he goes, you're wearing a mask while you're out doing your daily duties, aren't you? And I'm like, no. And I'm assuming he started writing in his notebook. So I go outside, and this dude is standing behind his truck. I, inadvertently parked next to him. He's standing behind his truck, looking at my truck, making fucking notes. And I, the first thing, I couldn't help it. I was just like, that's a good way to get slapped in your mouth, looking at a fucking man's truck like that. I just couldn't help it, Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm just here. He goes, I'm just here to make sure that people are safe. I was like, no, you're the Gestapo. That's what you are. You're the fucking brown shirts. You're fucking Hitler's fucking security is who you are. You're the brown shirts. Out fucking, why in the fuck aren't you at Walmart or fucking Myers or fucking Menards? One of these big ass fucking stores. Haranguing them motherfuckers. They've been open this whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? These people are just now able to get back to work, and you're in here fucking busting their balls. They got their little makeshift splash guard that everyone's got in front of their registers now.
As you touch hands to hand them your
Mike,
money.
I'm not really looking for a pat on the back. I'm kind of a fucking prick. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't noticed, I mean, I love my friends. I love my friends and my family. I'm super loyal, almost to a fault. But if you're a stranger and I don't know you, man, I've got this chip. I got a chip on my shoulder. Everyone knows that. But I have very, very, very little patience for fucking anyone else. Like, I have no patience whatsoever. So, like, I feel like that motherfucker standing there writing in this clipboard, like, who the fuck are you? You ain't the police. And even if you was the police, fuck them too. I said that shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if I'm not committing a crime and I'm not doing nothing wrong, I'm just minding my own fucking business, then leave me the fuck alone. It ain't no business of yours what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? For all I know, you go home and fucking diddle your fucking dog's butthole. Should I fucking go and tell somebody about that? Nah, because you're doing it behind your own closed doors. Ain't none of my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you are fucking out here mad because there's no more peanut butter and your dog can't lick your balls no fucking more. I don't fucking know, but it ain't none of my business.
I would have said, hey, dude, anybody could get you could make a fucking t-shirt that says fucking health inspector on the back. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Show me some fucking credentials. You know what? Guess where I'm going? I'm going to this place to wash some fucking windows without a mask. What are you going to do?
Well, this is my thing. This is where I'm getting at. So I do this fucking crazy ass gutter job. Only compounded by the fact that they just had their fucking driveway poured, new concrete, and they want me to clean the gutters over top of this. So I had to rig something on a water-fed pole, get it done.
Shift.
Yeah, I got it done.
That was hey
man,
good work.
I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? But I got it done, and I just stuck my GoPro on the end of my pole to make sure that I got everything out of there. But after I'm done with that, I stop and I talk to my cousin Mike. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, Mark. I go in there and that's like essentially the barbershop. I walk in there and my cousin and his employee Bartley and his son Brandon are all wearing fucking face masks. I'm like, what the fuck happened in here? That same fucking dude, the Goon Squad, was at fucking my cousin's fucking place of business the day before and threatened him with a bunch of fines and all this fucking shit. So I want you to tell me. No. Listen, I want you to fucking tell me, what fucking sense does it make after 2 fucking months of this fucking shit going on to now, after 2 months of quarantine, now make it where people have to wear fucking masks?
Well, yeah, there's a big difference, in my opinion, between a suggestion and a mandate, right? Mm-hmm. If you have health people come on and be like, here's our suggestion, here's the data, here's what this is. Mm-hmm. It's a lot different to be like, you have to do this, you'll serve fines, jail time. That's different to me. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem I have. Like, I got no problem washing my hands, standing 6 feet apart. Like, I don't care about that shit. But when you make it a mandate, like, that's where I got an issue with it.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a difference between you walking into a Kroger and them denying you access because you don't have a mask because of this, T.
I can't find a mask.
They own the store. No. Listen to me. Mm-hmm. They own the store, so this is now basically part of the dress code. You have to do this. There's a big difference between that and some asshole standing behind your truck making notes going, that's the Gestapo. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Kroger's going to miss out on that sale because you're not going in there, and you can push back on that and choose not to shop there. That's a big difference between, it's just like what you make decisions based on your company being a business owner.
But how crazy of a time are we living in that there's actual fucking health inspectors out threatening fucking people with fines? I think it's ridiculous. Listen, they are fucking threatening fines on people to wear a fucking mask that isn't even a real safeguard. It's a false sense of security.
Yep.
How can you can't fucking argue the science. Like, it's not saying,
you know what happened
it's not saying that you have to wear like a special filtration. Like, say you're working like OSHA or something, like you're fucking, grinding glass, Mark. Can you put a buff over your face, or you got to wear fucking filtration? You know what I'm saying?
I wear filtration, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wear filtration. So if you're trying to prevent a virus, isn't there, like, don't you need to be wearing some filtration of some sort? Because microbial, if you're just putting a fucking piece of cloth over your fucking mouth, that's not doing anything.
No, the masks that are open in the top around your nose, that ain't doing nothing.
It's an illusion.
But you know what? Here's the thing. When all this shit started, before the masks were not able to be found, and there was not any mandates, I showed up at one of my Whole Foods, okay? And I'm like trying to tiptoe around hoping that they don't come out and go, by the way, we don't need you right now.
Yeah.
And even though they're doing probably more business. But so one of the managers comes out and he goes, hey, man, he says, do me a favor, just so I don't get no shit. We want to keep you around, but put some form of mask on just so, it looks like you're part of the team, like, because everybody in here is wearing a mask. I was like, no problem. I don't mind wearing it because you're paying me to be here. And if that's a requirement, it's like me walking in there without any shoes on. You don't want me in your store.
Right.
So I do it.
Right.
But, like, dude, that Whole Foods that I seen you pictures of, that shit, I spend 2 hours there on a Monday. Now I spend more time because I got nothing else to do. Dude, after breathing through that thing for 2 hours, my throat is sore at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have it on the rest of the fucking day. Because you're sitting there just fucking killing yourself with fucking hot breath.
Dude, like when it gets hot outside, you're not gonna be like up here. These motherfuckers ain't gonna be wearing that shit like that. It ain't gonna be happening.
No.
I don't know how the fuck you're doing it.
No.
In that fucking
it's
heat,
hard, dude.
In that heat, how are you doing it?
Yeah.
It's insanity.
I don't have a choice, T.
I know. You got to do what you got to do to fucking make the bread. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. There's nothing you can do about that. I think the scarier thing, other than, everyone's focused on the now. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about now. I'm not worried about June. I'm not worried about July. I'm not worried about August. I'm not worried about September. I'm worried about October, November, December, January. That's what I'm worried about right now, because this time of year is when I make all my fucking money. You know what I'm saying? This is where I stack my bread up. You know what I mean? I'm honestly gonna start looking into an alternative. I'm gonna start looking into an alternative way to make money. There's nothing else I can do besides that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you're covering all your fucking bases. You can't. You gotta, and unfortunately, with everything that's going on, there's not a lot of opportunities out there. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of fucking opportunities. You know what I mean? I will not comply either. I can tell you that much right now. I will not comply. I know I've seen some stuff on Facebook about dudes saying, like, wear a mask, don't be a pussy. It's not about being a pussy, or, I'm not a pussy for not wanting to wear a mask. It's just, there's actual people out there that actually need these masks because they're fucking, immune deficient. They're elderly, and my young ass out here raising hell, fucking smoking cigarettes, fucking, just pushing through. is the last person anybody needs to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, if I've gone this long without having to wear a mask, why do I have to wear one now? Because to me, if you're gonna if we're gonna get past this as a nation and as a species, we need to build our immune system up to this. I've got skin issues myself, and I found out that what I was doing is pulling the healthy flora off my fucking skin by using antibacterial soaps and shit like that. With tattoos and shit. I got tattoos, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that strips away all that healthy flora, you know what I mean? And your skin needs bacteria to be healthy, you know what I mean? And our bodies also need that bacteria to be healthy. We need that, you know what I mean? They're fucking, nothing that, like being outside and in the sun, they're saying, you know what I mean? Congregating, going to the fucking beach, why are they taking that shit away from you? You know what I'm saying? To me, the longer this goes on, the longer this goes on, the more nefarious shit seems to be.
I agree with that. I agree. To me, this whole thing's like, all right, it's one of two things, right? Like, so if the masks work, right, then just open everything back up. I'll wear a mask if everything's open back up. Because you've given something, I'll give something.
All right.
I mean, I don't mind doing that. But if you mean, like, it's still all the same and I have to wear a mask to fucking walk around, like, you're insane. Like, I'm just not doing that.
Yeah, I don't.
Just not.
I'm not going to work outdoors, like Mark's saying. I'm not going to work outdoors and fucking wear a mask. I'm not doing that.
You give yourself breathing issues.
I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking working outside with a fucking mask on. If I come in your store, I'll put the mask on. If that is what it requires for me to complete the task that you hired me to do, I'll do that. If I have to come in the store, the house, I'll do that if that's what you asked me to. That's just like someone asking you, say, hey, man, can you put some booties on your feet so you don't fuck my carpet up? You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. Yeah. Hey, man, can you put a mask on so if you sneeze or cough, you're not spreading your fucking shit all over my bedroom furniture or whatever the case may be, or all over my fucking, my eggs and milk? You know what I mean? I get that. But outside, like Mark said, you're driving around in your fucking car with the windows up, you're all by yourself, you got a fucking mask on. What are you, fucking stupid?
Mask.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
I had someone today.
You can still, and you know what? Let me tell you one thing. From experience, okay? Whether it's a buff or a mask, N9, you can still smell your own fart with the mask on. So don't tell me that fucking shit ain't coming through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would think that this motherfucker virus is smaller than a fart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Hey, Mark, listen. I will verify that. Scientifically, a fart is fucking like a virus is molecularly smaller than a fart is molecularly.
It's like saying February and brewery.
I'll tell you what bothers me more about this than anything else, and no one can answer this question because there is no answer. But like from 2009 to 2010, it was like 17 months of the swine flu.
The swine flu is still going on, my G.
Let me see. 18,000 people died. There were 604,000 infections with the swine flu. Uh-huh. But you know why it wasn't a big deal?
Why? Because it wasn't an election year.
Because it was not a fucking election year. Exactly.
Listen,
100% right.
Listen, they ain't got a cure for no fucking flu. There's no cure for anything. If you get injected with the flu shot, you get fucking sick. I know people that's gotten the flu shot, got sick, and then got sick again. Half you motherfuckers are walking around with coronavirus in you already. Think about it. Yeah. Think about it.
The only flu shot is that different strands do come out, and they give you the strand that they think is most likely to happen. It still means they're putting some form of the flu into your body.
Yeah, well, they're saying, listen, they're saying that anyone that was fucking gotten the flu fucking shot in 2019 has already got coronaviruses in them.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
Seth, I want you to ask. Maybe you can.
Didn't you watch the documentary they keep pulling down? Did you watch it, Mark? That 26-minute video?
Oh, yeah.
It keeps getting yanked down. They keep posting it back up under different titles, and YouTube keeps yanking it down, dude, like over and over. I've seen like 20 different links. They keep yanking it down. YouTube, every time somebody puts it up under a different title, they pull it right down, dude.
Well, Facebook is saying that lately that they're pulling anything that they consider false information about science or health. So Zuckerberg is going out of his way to anything that even could be harmful to the medical field. He's pulling down, which should be scary.
Because like there's actual doctors that are out saying that this shit is fucking, not so much. They're not saying the virus is fake. Let's get that out of here right now. That's fucking bullshit. The problem is this: it wasn't spread naturally. It's not a man-made virus, but it's a man-manipulated virus that's fucking being spread. That's been spread, or it's the way it's being spread is not natural. It shouldn't be doing what it's doing, and it should be in its infancy. It should take hundreds of years for it to spread the way that it's spreading. It's been manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So there's a manipulated virus out there. There's a manipulated virus that's out there. There's no question of that, right? I mean, come on.
So I have a question, Seth. Maybe when you get a minute, if neither one of you can answer this, maybe one of your girls can, or your girls, Seth can, or somebody in the chat. Because I've never got a flu shot. Sorry, I don't believe in them.
Me neither.
Not fucking injecting that shit into myself.
Never.
My father took a flu shot one time in his life, and he got the fucking flu. Here's my point. How do you get a flu shot the year before, before flu season, when the fucking flu ain't even out? And how the fuck do they know that it's going to... They don't even know what the flu's going to be. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck...
It's a prediction, right? So they know that these 5 strands, they basically, like, say you're trying to build your business, right? And you look at the past 5 years stuff, and you project, like, April and May I do really well, and August sucks. That's kind of what they do with the flu. They're guessing what strand is going to hit at that time. They don't know what... I mean, personally, I've never got a flu shot. My girl gets one because she has to. It's mandated. Like, if you work in a hospital, nursing home, any of that shit, you have to protect who you're taking care of. But it's an educated guess. You know what I mean? They don't know which strand is going to be the one that hits at that season. So that there's that. But what bothers me the most about all of this shit is, especially on the there's healthcare professionals that they're not so much poo-pooing the virus. They're like, the virus is totally real. The problem is there's first of all, doctors get paid like $13,000 or something like that from Medicaid and Medicare for every if they label something coronavirus. They're getting paid for that, right? I mean, they're getting money for that. Like, states are getting money for that. Yep. Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Follow the money, you'll find out what's going on.
Yeah. Follow the fucking money. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist or a Democrat or a Republican to figure that out. It's weird. The 3 hardest fucking... three of the hardest hit areas are fucking 3 of the poorest fucking areas.
Yeah, Jersey, New York, and Illinois.
Yeah.
Healthcare system is basically crashed, and they're the ones...
Right.
I mean, do I blame someone chasing the money to fix their problems? No, but it's also like... You have to look at stuff with a discerning eye and go, this side's giving me this shit. This side over here, like, I know the 2 doctors you're talking about. They're urgent care doctors that are losing money. So I go, okay, what are they saying? You know what I mean? I'm taking some of what they're saying as fact, and the other half is like, well, they got dollars chasing this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you got like the WHO and CDC. They're getting money and benefits from other countries for as long as this pandemic goes on. So half their shit's bullshit too.
I really feel like I feel like you two need to take like a 30 minutes after this podcast, find that shit and listen to it because it's really compelling. It does not seem like tripe. It doesn't have anything to do with fucking 5G antennas or none of that fucking lizard people and UFOs. It doesn't have anything to do with that. This seems super credible, like super legit, man.
I'll definitely watch it.
I
saw the link today twice, and I just didn't have time to do it.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of links that are being shared around are dead. They keep killing it.
I see that it's dead on Facebook, but YouTube's still on that. Because someone sent me the link, and I was able to turn the video on. I didn't have time.
Definitely take 30 minutes and watch that. And tell me what because I value your opinion, Seth. So I really like to hear what you think about that. And Mark too.
I'd love to watch it. I love watching stuff like that. And to me, it's like I don't discredit anything until I don't know the full story. You know what I mean? It's like I just know how people are driven, right? if there's a dollar behind it, you're gonna have an opinion that backs your dollar. You know what I mean? Like I do.
Is that
I think your windows need to be cleaned because I would like your money, please.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Right. It's like, it's common human, sense. So, I'd love to watch it.
It's just weird to me that, there's a lot of people out there that, in the medical field, they, I've got, cousins and shit like that are nurses and, work in hospitals and shit like that. And it's not, it seems to me, from what I gather from them, they're not really on board with the way that they're being asked to tackle these people and the sickness itself. You know what I mean? They're not really on board with the procedures that are set up. You know what I mean? It's just really weird to them.
To me, from what I've heard, there's a lot of interference with how they do things. They have people that aren't medical professionals pushing their ideology without really understanding the profession that they're in. I mean, these people are trained healthcare professionals who've seen flus, malaria, all sorts of stuff, and go, well, it's a virus. This is how we handle it. This is how we do things. And they're being pushed to
What's up, David? What's up,
unsafe environments without the right protection gear.
Right.
I mean, when healthcare doesn't have the right protection, how the hell are we going to have it? You know what I mean? Like, it's there's so much conflicting information. It's like it's so hard to discern like what the hell is actually going on.
You guys can talk if you want.
The interesting thing is the way that it affects people. A lot of people have it and don't know it. A lot of people get a cough, they get some ache, and it goes away. But again, and I thought about asking him to come on the podcast. He still doesn't have the strength yet. But my buddy that went through that shit for 5 fucking weeks, I speak to him pretty much every day. Dude, he's got therapists coming to the house for what do you call it, physical therapy.
Yeah.
And he has nerve damage that they don't know if it's ever going to go away. They don't know the long-term effects of this. And look, I do get upset when someone poo-poos the virus when they really, if you know somebody that this has taken a fucking 6 foot, 6'6" man that weighs real. 250 pounds and turned him into a fucking nothing.
Right.
Okay. So it ain't.
There's no question. There's no question. Yeah, it's no question that it's real.
People misunderstand that too, as if you question it means you don't give a fuck about people, and that's. I don't want anyone to die from anything.
No, me neither.
I don't want you to die in a car accident. I don't want you to die texting and driving, drunk driving.
Yeah.
Smoking. I don't want people to die from anything, and it's tragic when someone does.
Right.
All I'm saying is, what is the validity of what we're doing? Does it merit it? You know what I mean? Like, if it does,
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you're going to sequester people off from people and spread everybody apart and put them in their house and have them washing their fucking hands every 2 fucking seconds and fucking wearing a face mask everywhere the fuck they go, you know what's going to happen? Everyone's immune system's going to go to shit and we're all going to fucking die from every fucking goddamn thing. That's the truth.
From anything, from any little fucking
That's the truth. You're weakening your fucking immune system. So me and Seth are fucking eating ass and eating boogers and we don't give a fuck. We're going to live forever. We're going to live forever! Yeah!
she hole all day long.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse.
Yeah, tossing salads, eating ass.
Eating the ass.
Tossing salads and eating boogers, baby.
No.
Whatever. And Mrs. Tanner said, you know,
hey,
give
do
the old brown eye
trick.
If Mrs. Tanner asked you to give the old brown eye a fucking kiss, you would. I ain't trying to hear that
let me
shit,
tell you
Blair.
something.
You could tell all the stories you want in the world. I'm not saying she would ever do that, but what I'm saying is if she asked you to, you would do that shit.
Wait, back that up.
Mrs.
Ask
Tanner,
me to do what?
Give her, kiss the old brown eye, the old chocolate starfish.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, you would do exactly what Mrs. Tanner fucking tells you to do.
No.
Yes.
I do most of the things she says. It's funny because...
You eat dead animal. I'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Dude,
I would eat I'll eat a dead roach for $10, but I ain't touching no asshole with my fingers, my hands, my mouth, my nose, none of it. You've seen what my stomach does. I smelled liquid ass, which is fake shit, and I fucking threw up. You think I could get, even if you scrub that shit, I ain't getting near it.
Wash it, bro. Just give it a little scrub,
No, man.
Little tickle. Little slap and tickle.
Get the tip of your nose.
That's all I need.
Get the tip of your nose in there and give it a little rub.
My buddy of mine that worked for me, he wanted that ass from his girlfriend, right? So I'm like, dude, she ain't gonna do that. You could tell me all day long she's wild. I go, she is a fucking. Yeah. She's a school teacher. She ain't doing that shit. So one day he comes up to me laughing. He's like, dude. And I'm like, what? He goes, I tried. And I'm like, what happened? He goes, she looked like she was a cat climbing the fucking wall. She got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, Jennifer. You can't get nowhere near that on Jennifer. She'll punch you right in the nose. You know what I mean? She's not having none of that.
There ain't nothing worse than on the
Henry Drees acts like he don't eat ass.
That ain't fucking happening.
You don't have knives on your wall and don't eat ass.
Yeah, you don't have fucking battle axes on your wall and not be eating ass, you lying ass motherfucker.
Dude, I see Henry Drees with a brown circle this fucking big.
Trying to be on that. So get the fuck out of here, dude.
Right. Hey, listen, man.
That's right. Jason.
Go ahead.
Jason, I love farts. Farts make me fucking laugh. If I'm in church, if I'm in a fucking graduation ceremony where you could hear a pin drop and some asshole 20 rows away drops ass and I hear it, I'm fucking laughing. I'd be the only one laughing, but I'm fucking laughing. Always have, always will.
Yeah, man.
Keeps you young, Mark.
Yeah, I don't really.
That's right.
Me and Mark spoke today, man, and it's really hard doing this. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you guys, it's really hard doing this podcast. I mean, there's nothing really to talk about. Not that we've run out of things to talk about. It's just, yeah. Well, we're not completely out of the field. We're just
in your family.
We're just not doing what we're normally doing. None of us are on our grind like we normally are, so there's an extreme lack of content. I've got a bunch of video I shot yesterday and today and Monday. You know what I mean? I might make a YouTube video. I might make a vlog. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's just, it's difficult to do this every fucking week with all this shit going on. You know what I mean? I've been on the fence about maybe we should just take a break for a while. You know what I mean? Take a month off like we did last year. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's really difficult to say what to do in this situation. But then I kind of start feeling bad for our Patreon members because, the lack of content on Patreon, the Patreon only Facebook page. I mean, fucking I do. You know what I mean? What am I going to give you guys a live video from my backyard of me sitting at the table smoking cigarettes? What the fuck am I going to do? You know what I mean? Luckily, like I said, it's starting to pick up residentially, and I'm, maybe I'll be able to, get out and start doing some more and give people content, get back into doing my Patreon videos, but it's fucking difficult, man, Just when you start to hit a stride, like with Patreon, we start hitting a stride, we start going live, start, creating extra stuff for that, this shit fucking happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bummer. I mean, the only good thing is I'm kind of an optimist by nature.
Yeah.
I've used the time, like, really, I've gotten, like, closer with the handful of people that didn't even really realize I was close with, and, like, our friendships have gotten better. My relationship with my mother's gotten better over certain things. It's like, I'm trying to take some positive out of it, and the thing I'm finding is, like, the people you didn't think you wanted to talk to in a month when you're allowed to go out, you're going to go see those people. I'm looking forward to giving my mom a hug.
Right.
I haven't been able to do that in fucking 6 months.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah.
How is your mom? How is your mom, Seth? How is your mom?
She tested negative, so she
recovered from the coronavirus. All right.
Yeah.
That's two people we know that's got it, and two people that have survived. One just barely, but he still made it out. He's coming back. He's gonna come back strong, Mark. He'll come back strong.
He'll be first to tell you. Thankfully, your mom didn't need it, but that hydroxychloroquine. He told me yesterday on the phone, because, certain things it's always hard for me to ask, because I don't know the guy 30 years. Maybe it's just not my business. So I let things come out.
Drug,
you know what I'm saying?
Isn't that the malaria drug? Isn't that the malaria drug? Is that
yes? Yeah, that's the one that Trump said.
Well, why is
promising, and everybody jumped on his ass.
Why is everyone freaking out about a malaria drug that has been on the CDC safe list for fucking like 70 fucking years?
Well, it's easy to tell you that because Trump said it's showing promising results. Now everybody's become a doctor and a fucking scientist.
Do you know that it's super hard to find now?
It's not approved for this.
Ain't it weird that it's super hard to find now? I'm telling you, man.
Well,
there's something else going on, bro.
The world's melting.
Dude, less like my buddy, and he told me yesterday because I knew he had taken.
This is Ryan. Hey, listen, this is Ryan Berg's first time watching us live. Mark, say hi to Ryan Berg.
Who's Ryan Berg?
I don't know, just some guy that's first time watching it live. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Go ahead, Mark. Continue to tell your story, buddy.
Thumbs up, man.
Thumbs up, Ryan. Welcome to the show.
He told me yesterday that the doctors told him the same thing. If it wasn't for hydroxychloroquine, he wouldn't have made it. He would have died, and he almost died.
Your buddy had that shit?
He had about
he got a dose?
10%.
He
got 5 doses. He got like 4 doses over 4 days.
Man, that's fucking wild shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know, dude. He fucked up. Shouldn't have said, like, we should inject ourselves with disinfectant. Like, she should have never said that.
I mean,
God, he's so stupid.
Dude, listen, I'm not defending the dude at all, but a man who runs off the cuff is bound to get trapped up in his words.
Yeah.
Especially when you got
hits his brain and he just fucking goes. Like, he just is like, and I know he's a smart guy.
What happens is, here's what happens is he gets in a fucking frenzy because you got assholes in the background. Like, look. I was watching the briefing tonight, and what's that girl's name that's the new speaker for the White House? Hot blonde.
Yeah.
The hot blonde? Dude.
I've only seen her once, yeah.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you something. She don't take no shit. She fucking levels the playing field. You think it's awesome when Trump goes after CNN? She levels them. She levels those motherfuckers.
I like Candace
when they
Owens.
ask her a stupid question. Yeah, Candace Owens a badass.
I've only seen like 1 or 2 things she's done, but they were like small, like 2-minute clips.
Oh yeah, that's
she
right.
seems to know what she's talking about, though. Like, which I saw her in front of Congress or something. She was in front of somebody talking, and then another one was like a roast thing. Like some guy said something stupid, and she fucking came back and put him in his place.
Ryan, I want you to know that I have not forgotten about that. I'm working some back channels to get to be able to get some Squeegee Life shirts up into the nether regions of Canada. I'm gonna try to work that out. I'm gonna try to work that out because, I mean, shipping shit from United States to Canada for whatever reason. What the fuck's that all about, dude?
There's all kind of payoffs that.
Yeah, what the fuck's all that about, bro?
You can slingshot it from Detroit to Toronto.
Well, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to work some back channels to maybe get some goods stuffed in with, you know what I mean, some other goods, and well, like I said, I'm going to try to work that out, Ryan, so I can start, because you're not the only feller from out of the United States that hounds me about Squeegee Life shirts. I've got fellers that from like Germany and the Netherlands and shit that are like, yo, I want some shirts. I'm gonna figure that out. If I have to give them to Casper, I'm gonna give them to Casper so Casper can fucking, you know what I mean? I'm gonna work it out. So just give me a little bit of time and I'll get it straightened out. I want to know, like for the Patreon guys, you're gonna be getting a shirt in July. I need to start working on a design. What are you guys thinking, man? What are you Patreon folks thinking about on a Patreon, the next Patreon member shirt? What are we gonna do? I know we're gonna do like a fucking 4th of July thing. You know, I'm gonna give I'm like looking for a theme, Mark. Like a theme.
First of all, I would suggest something very patriotic. Fucking red, white, and blue.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Something patriotic right now would be nice to have. You know, you could put Corona Survivor on there. You know, Corona.
Go fuck your uncle would be funny.
Yeah, go
This
fuck
is the worst podcast ever.
Yeah.
On the back.
Yeah. I do say that a lot. Don't
go
I?
lick your mom. Yeah, lick your mom. Something like
Is
that.
that? Should I? I mean, that. Yeah. I guess is that. I mean, is that officially my? Is that?
This is the worst podcast ever. Go fuck your uncle on the back.
Well, you pretty much say it at least
guess
once
it is,
or twice
isn't it?
every fucking podcast.
I guess it is. That is my thing, isn't it?
Even know
I never even realized that. I do say that quite often, don't I? This is the worst fucking podcast we ever did. That's. I mean, what needs somebody that's really good at YouTube's and has a lot of patience and a lot of time on their hands should just take every single time in every episode that I've ever said, this is the worst fucking podcast we ever did.
Or Mark's face.
That's every time.
Karate, you know what I mean? Just put Mark's face on Bruce Lee.
I wish. Yeah, I wish Richie was able to share his opinion with us, but YouTube is censoring him. That's fucked up. Signature shirt with all Patreon names on it. You want me to make a shirt and put Jason Lehman on the back of it?
Dude, I don't think Jason Lehman wants a picture of Jason Lehman.
I don't know, bro. I mean, maybe if all the Patreon members want to send me a letter with their signature real big, like your cursive. I want cursive. If you can't do cursive, you can't be on the shirt. Make me a fucking. Send me.
Want one. I want one with something patriotic on the front, and in the biggest fucking letters on the back, it needs to say "Window Cleaning Technician."
I don't know if I don't know if we can do that. I'm not feeling that. I don't like that.
No, we are technicians now.
I can't do it, bro. I can't be a technician. I can't. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, eh?
Hey, let me ask you another question.
That is.
I want to ask another question.
What?
2 questions, actually, and I want both of your opinions.
Okay. See if this pussy's got any balls.
Maybe I'm wrong about this. Is a crew more than one person?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you send out 2 crews, theoretically you're sending out at least 4 people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So one person in a truck by himself
is not a crew.
That's not a crew.
No, that's
right?
not a crew. No.
Okay.
That's so adult.
Even in the rap world, that's not a crew, right?
No. He's definitely working for himself.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
Now I have another question.
Yeah.
Very important,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is an office manager, right? Manager.
Yeah.
I know.
Is an office manager someone that oversees people, or is it someone that answers the phone?
I guess it would be. Personally, I think it would be someone. I don't know, dude. I think you got to answer the phone and like manage things. Like you got to do some.
No. Let me rephrase that question.
Okay.
Let me rephrase the question. Is someone that answers the phone is that a secretary, or is an what?
I said, what do you?
I want to know if I want to know, does an office manager manage more than themselves? How about that?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so in order to be a manager, right, you generally have people reporting to you, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Because I just see this shit on the internet that people, I'm like, I have 5 of us in the field washing windows every day, and I don't have an office manager. Now, my wife works directly with the bookkeeper, works with the accountants, works with
Craig
the
said,
QuickBooks.
Mark is firing someone soon. This shit is awkward.
What? What?
Craig said that Mark's firing someone soon. This shit is awkward.
Yeah, no. No.
Well, apparently I've already sent shit to Canada.
Cool.
I sent shit to you, Kevin? He says yes. What did I send you, Kevin? Fuck, man, I need to lay off the extracurricular activities, if you know what I'm saying. Them left-hand cigarettes is fucking my brain up.
Hoodies and t-shirts, man.
Hoodies and t-shirts, okay. I got hoodies and shirts, so I'm sure they can... Hoodies and t-shirts, Squeegee Life. Man, bro, no shit. Well, apparently I can send that shit to you, Ryan. Give me your money. I'll send you something.
I think sending a couple t-shirts or a hoodie is a lot easier than sending a big-ass box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ryan, dude, listen, bro. Get a hold of me and tell me exactly what you're... Seth's got some of my work shirts. I made some for Joseph Henry Hardy. I made some, well, not me, but Jason Lehman's got some shirts from 419 Designs, which is the company that I bought. So yeah, man. 2 hoodies and 3 shirts. Okay. Well, then fuck, man. I guess I did, man. Fuck. Shit, I don't know, bro. Yeah, man. Maybe what we'll do is you tell me what you want, man. I'll get your price worked up. We'll get you to pay for those. And we'll send them to you. And if it's an exorbitant amount to get it to you, we'll talk about it after I ship them. How's that? If you want to be a D-bag and stick me with all the shipping, cool. And if not, that's also
no.
Cool.
He's being cool. He ain't
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. If he decides to. After he gets to me like, man, fuck this, I ain't giving T Squeegee shit. I'll just be like, all right, bro, thanks for watching the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out what kind of point you're trying to make about secretaries and shit. I don't have.
No, I'm not making a point about secretary. What I'm making a point is about promoting something that's fucking fake news, right?
There's a lot of that going on the internet, bro.
I'm just saying. In my experience in life, if someone has the title of management, manager or management, they have people reporting to them. Mm-hmm. So my question would be, someone that shows up, does a little computer work, and answers the phone, yet no one in the company reports to them, is that a manager?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, are you seeing that? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, where...
We're just trying to figure out,
a lot of people saying they have office managers.
Sometimes, some people are just pussies. Mark's just a pussy.
I mean,
I'm not a pussy.
some people...
Dude, let me tell you something that you don't know.
Mark is doing this slow-ass grind on this axe of his. You know what I mean? Just a super slow grind.
Grinding nothing.
You're grinding.
Making conversation.
No.
Making conversation.
Let's be honest. You're grinding. It seems like you're grinding an axe. I'm not exactly picking up what you're putting down. I kind of feel like I know what you're talking about, but then again, I'm not sure.
You know what, then, T?
What?
This is an ongoing saga, and it's going to get people to listen next week for another fucking clip. Okay? That's what I'm doing here.
He's like, I'm laying the groundwork for future ball busting.
Yeah, it's the fucking foundation, right? In order to do a fucking hard body karate, there's got to be a foundation.
All right.
Just laying some bricks.
Is it going to be like an ongoing...
I'm a plumber.
Is it going to be like a story, like an ongoing story you're just going to keep adding to every week?
Yeah, it's going to be fucking Netflix. That's what it's going to be. Season fucking 1.
Season 1, okay.
So disappointing and under budget? Is that what we're doing?
Disappointing and under budget. Ain't no budget here, buddy.
That's Netflix, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes people
Ryan makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, some people get called the manager because it makes them feel important. So,
yeah.
I guess there's some truth to that.
I would say them people on Facebook that are the one-man show and say they're a manager. That's true. Henry's correct. You know.
Henry.
I don't know. I've never been a title guy.
His
you know
name
what I'm
is
saying?
Ryan.
Like, dude.
So is that what you're talking about? He's just said Henry. Yeah.
I was going down the road one day. Listen to this shit. No, Henry.
Yeah.
Not about Henry.
Freudian slip.
I was going down.
Henry Drees, he's talking about you, bro.
Dude, I'm going down the road one day, and the only piece of equipment or truck of mine that has any form of advertising or a phone number on it, right? And my wife was working in the office. Yeah, she's the office manager. Okay. My office manager calls me. Doesn't that sound better? If I said to you, my wife calls me. No, wait a minute. Let me back this up. I'm going to be bigger than I am. So my office manager calls me, and she says to me, some lady just called the answering service, very irate that somebody towing a big yellow lift cut them off. Okay. And I go, do you have a phone number? So she goes, yeah. So I call this lady back, and I'm like, hey, how may I help you? And she says, I said, this is Mark with Sky's the Limit. How may I help you? And she goes, I just want to let you know one of your employees was going down the road, and he cut me off. Now, I remember exactly what happened because it was one of those things where the lady wouldn't let me over, even though I had the turn signal on. She kind of sped up. So then I go gadget diesel, turbo spools up, and I fucking spank her shit, towing 5,000 pounds and cut her off, right?
Yeah.
So I go, let me ask you a question. Was it a silver charcoal gray Ford truck? I think so. And it was a yellow lift, right? And she says, absolutely, it's where I got the phone number from. I go, that's it. He's fired. And she's like, what? I go, oh, no. You don't understand something, ma'am. That man is fired today. He's going to be losing his job in about 20 minutes. And she's like, no, I don't want him fired. It might have been a mistake. No. I've heard this before. He's going to be fired as soon as I hang up this phone. She's talking me out of firing myself. It was fucking amazing. I should have told her my office manager called me.
Yeah.
You know?
I've had someone call me before on the phone. You're like, yeah, I was like, Clearviews, this is Terry. How may I help you? Yeah, I'm riding right now behind one of your service trucks, and the guy driving it is a total asshole. In the same situation, this lady wouldn't fucking let me over, so I just fucking punched it and fucking, swooped in, you know what I mean, real quick. And I'm on the phone with her, she's like, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it's me. I'm the one that did that to you. How you like them fucking apples? And hung up the phone on her. Bitch! Break check.
And I had some lady do that, like, was pointing at my truck, like, I'm going to call your number. And she started calling, and I held the phone up like that so she could see it ringing. And she was like, fuck, and just went past me. I was like, hey, what's up? It's me. Like, I'm the one being a dick.
I am the guy you are trying to speak to. It is I you do not like.
You know what the worst thing ever is? What? I don't know if this happened to either one of you guys, but it's happened to me twice where an old lady calls me. She leaves me a voicemail like, I'd love an estimate, and my number is, and she leaves my phone number as the number to call her back. I'm going to call you back. What are you doing?
What I like is the messages that you get from the old ladies that they start talking before the beep, and then you get the other half of the message. You don't get her fucking name or her address, just like, I want an estimate, and then that's all you get. Like, you only get a couple words because they fucking started talking too soon. It's like, son of a fucking bitch, man.
I had a guy call me from a mailer, because I do mailers, and he lives in a town just north of me. And he calls me on a Saturday morning. My brother's like, dude, you got to hear this message. So I'm like, all right. He plays. He's like, hey, this is Jim. I don't know why the fuck you're sending me postcards to live in an apartment building. Who the fuck wants their windows clean? And then he goes, I don't know. Maybe some people do. Well, good luck with that. I laughed for forever. Dude was serious.
I don't know. Richie is message retracted again. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to understand what's going on with Richie. If there's, some kind of underlying anger with Richie that he just keeps, trolling, kind of. Even our interactions, off of fucking YouTube and shit, the YouTube chat, he's kind of being weird and shit. I don't know if there's, he's got some kind of bone to pick or something. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Richie's kind of weird, man. He's got
I think Rich
issues.
Goes
That guy.
to his own flow a little bit.
Yeah. It seems like he might be marching to a different drummer. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Richie's his own type of dude, and his sense of humor is actually I find funny.
Kevin Olson said, "Mark, you posted on a thread. Never mind. You're answering questions
I think that was the Canada one where they were all reporting people who they saw working illegally.
Well,
Mind your own fucking business.
Listen, I just want to let you know, I love you. You're one of my best buddies ever, but people will eventually listen to this in audio form, and they don't know what Mark Olson asked you. So they're going to be like, I wonder what Mark Olson was talking, or Kevin Olson was talking about to Mark. So, I mean, when somebody asks you a question in the chat, make sure that you read it and their names, and then answer it. So the people that will listen later will,
It makes sense. I'm new to this podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Mark, you posted on a
we've
thread
only done 100 together.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm new to this. I'm not making fucking videos. What's that?
I don't even know what I put I don't even know what episode I put on, like 153 or some shit like that. I don't even know how many fuck I put on it. I don't even know where we're at. I was just able to put Podbean back up.
We're in the 50s, but we need to print. I think when we get to 100, we're gonna fucking.
I had to go
blow the roof off.
I had to go and get a new fucking credit card and fucking change my account. Or my kid lost my debit card, so I had to fucking change every fucking thing. This last month has been. Oh my god, everything.
Is one of your daughters a senior this year?
Yeah.
That's gotta kind of suck.
Yeah, she turned 18 in April, and couldn't have a birthday party for her. Couldn't do shit for her. You know what I mean? Just the five of us. I mean, which is fine. Just the five of us was still fun. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? But it would have been nice to kind of, So we're gonna have to go. I'm going. She's like, I don't want a graduation party. She's one of those types. I don't want. But she's got to have a party. She has to. Your 18th birthday got fucked by this. I'll be damned if your graduation's going to be fucked by it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Exactly, man.
You got to do what you got to do. Fuck it. So she's going to get a graduation party whether she likes it or not. I'm gonna fucking.
Nice.
I'm gonna tie her down. I'm gonna make you like this. I'm gonna make you like this graduation party. God damn it. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, man, fuck this. Shit fucked everything up. Everything's all fucked up now.
It is.
Everything's all fucked up.
Back.
These five cleaning months just passing us by. Who else is bothered by that they have like weekly cleanings, and you always like the months where you can bill them 5 times instead of 4. Who doesn't like that? You know what I mean? When you can, you're able to charge a weekly account 5 times in a month instead of 4. Look how many of those we missed already. Them cock fucking suckers. That's a lot of money.
I got a place that's open that's suspended my cleaning. I'm like, do you think when this is all over, I'm going to clean your place again? And I'm like, nope. You know what I mean? I'm like, if you're not willing to spend the $30 it costs me to clean your fucking storefront while you're open, then I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Well, everything's all fucked up. Wife's coming home. I have to go before she makes fun of me. Keep the podcast going. All right, that's cool. See you later, buddy.
She should come on as a guest and make fun of you live.
Yeah. I thought this podcast was going to be better. I honestly thought that Mark wasn't going to be a pussy in this episode, but I guess we'll have to wait till next week.
Why would you say such a thing? Why would you say such a thing? Dude, it's like it's like watching the preview, right? You're going to come back next Wednesday and watch it again, see what continues.
I'm down with
I have to get certain ducks in. Listen, to do what I want to do, I got to get certain ducks in a row, right?
Yeah.
And when I get those ducks in a row, then we're gonna fucking drop a bomb. You know what I'm saying? Drop a bomb.
I'm in on it.
I do 22 Tim Hortons stores a week. That's a lot, but not for the last 6 weeks. I used to do 2 Tim Hortons that are in. We don't have a lot of them, but we have a couple in the state.
I don't know, man. It's you know, it's just a fucked up scenario, and compounded by the fact that there seems to be a lot of nefarious politicking going on, dude. Seems to me like, you know what I mean? Like, where the fuck is this fucking small business funding going? Where's that at? Where's the stuff that everyone was so eager for me to go and do immediately? Where's all this? All I get from the SBA is, we will process your application and the order it was received. Thanks for the fucking automated response once a month, you cocksuckers. You know, you know what I mean?
You're going to fuck you in your butthole.
Yeah, you motherfuckers. Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's this whole thing is just fucked up, and we just gotta, I guess, do the best we can with it for the time being. What else can we do? I mean, we're kind of show everybody your birthday gift, Mark.
This is a badass cup.
Lift it up. Yeah, look at that.
The Squeegee Life.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, man.
Laser engraved.
What do you got? Vodka in there?
We used the
cum.
No.
Keep going.
Yeah. It's semen. I milked myself for the podcast.
Oh, fucking Bear Grylls over here drinking his own jizz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I got a straw.
What's up, Window Cleaner Pros? Just in time for the fucking bukkake talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Kevin Olson gets $2,000 a month from the government. Man, dude, you should never work again, dude.
Yeah, right. Damn.
That's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, and you got to pay 80% tax rate, too.
Yeah, I tell you what, dude.
Well, it's like 45, but still, it's a lot.
Dude,
it's a lot of fucking money they take from you.
Man.
If you're taking close to half, I don't trust whatever fucking country's doing that bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you mean
Dude,
like
here's
ours?
the thing.
You mean like ours? The motherfuckers.
The government.
The motherfuckers be taking close to half, bro.
Oh, if you own a small business, did you try to do stuff for yourself? Here, fuck yourself.
Yeah. How dare you try to get ahead in life?
Employee tax. You're gonna tax me to have an employee?
Yeah.
How about you fuck yourself, son?
Hey, listen.
Right.
I'm gonna fucking tax you for that fucking employee. Then I'm gonna tax you for that fucking gas that you fucking go and buy. Then I'm gonna tax you for the coffee that you fucking buy. Then I'm gonna tax you on the payroll. Then I'm gonna fucking tax you at the end of the year again. And then I'm gonna tax you for getting taxed. And then I'm gonna fucking give you fucking crazy amount of interest on those taxes of the money that you earned. And I did nothing but sit here and do nothing but tax you on your food and your fucking gasoline and your fucking everything. You know what I mean? They even tried to fucking tax us for breathing, didn't they? Them fucking cocksuckers. Fucking cocksuckers.
People don't realize that
the
government makes no money. That's our money we pay into them. Okay? So this handing out a fucking $2,000 a month or whatever the fuck they talked about, that's our money. That's not their money.
It's not their fucking money anyways. You're giving me my fucking money back. You fucking motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've been paying taxes since I was 15 fucking years old. You know, that's my fucking money any fucking way. You motherfuckers.
Yep.
I mean, if they really wanted to fucking do something to fucking help us, why don't they just take fucking all the loan payments for the next 3 to fucking whatever months and tack it at the end of the fucking loan? You're gonna get your fucking money anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why don't they just take the car payments, your mortgage payments, fucking put all that fucking shit in the back of the fucking loan for everybody if you really want to fucking help us out, because that $1,200 ain't doing shit.
No, I mean that's if you got the $1,200. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't get it. They didn't give me no money.
I didn't get shit. No, I didn't get nothing.
Money. Yeah, and that's the funniest fucking thing about all of this is the people that need it the most are the ones that are getting fucked the hardest. They don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah. That's how it always goes.
They don't give a fuck about sky's the limit window cleaning. They don't give a fuck about Sure Shine window cleaning. They don't give a fuck about whatever the fuck Seth's company's name is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shine through,
whatever. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I think Sure Shine. Get it, brother.
I just, you know what I'm saying? Those people are the Duke and Emma's fucking, barbecue joint down the road. You know, they don't give a fuck about no mom and pop small business. Those are the ones that are getting fucked by all this. I mean, these cocksuckers will run fucking around through McDonald's till that's what them fat fucks do anyways now. They run through the drive-thru. They're not going to get out and fucking go inside of McDonald's. The only people that go inside of McDonald's are fucking old people or women with kids that need a playland. You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
Yep.
Old people go into McDonald's in the morning. They have their little sit-down coffee clubs, eat a fucking Egg McMuffin before their bowels start moving. They go home, take a nap, take a shit, and wake up in the fucking morning and do the same thing all over again. And then there's the women with kids. They're like, oh, I'm going to take these fucking brats to the playroom. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Nobody else goes inside of fucking McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Who else goes inside of McDonald's?
Nope.
Oh, nobody goes to fucking
They
that
go
place.
through the fucking drive-thru. So they're not missing nothing. But the people that run small diners and shit, they're fucked. They ain't got no drive-through.
Yeah.
No.
Or even if they do, they can't keep the place running off of like not being able. When your employees are making more money on unemployment than to come to work, they ain't coming to work.
Right. What do you think people are?
Well, not only that.
Go ahead, Mark.
Here they're talking about opening up restaurants again soon, but they can only have 25% capacity. So, dude, I'm not a restaurant owner, but simple business will tell you, if you open up this restaurant that you're paying $5,000 a month rent and food costs and waiters, waitresses, electricity, and insurance, and you can only sell 25. That's like saying, TJ, here's a pressure washer, here's a new truck. You got to pay for all this shit, right? We're going to finance you 70 G's for that truck and that trailer with the pressure washer, but you can only go out and do 25% of what you can really produce.
Right.
Can you make a living?
No, you can't. No.
Come on.
Yeah, you can't. Like, here, we'll let you open your restaurant up, but you're only allowed half the people inside that you used to be able to, or a quarter. You know what I mean? What the fuck is that fucking shit? I can fucking stand in fucking Walmart and fucking nose to nose with people that reach into their ass crack, barehanded up to their fucking elbow, and then slap their hand on the cart and, you know, take their dirty booty hands and fucking like check the fucking apples and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can do that shit, but you can't. You can't sit next to. You can't sit in a restaurant and eat fucking McDonald's or something. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah, dude, you're wearing a mask, but you've been fingering butthole for a week.
Yeah, you've been finger banging your own ass the whole time you've been walking down the bread aisle, and now I gotta fucking worry about. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, dude. This is all suspect to me. Just to me from the very fucking beginning. You know what I thought? They're like, oh, there's this new virus. And, you know, it's people are getting sick and dying from it. You know what I thought the first thing is like, this shit's going to have to run its course, because how do you stop that? How do you stop that?
You can't.
You can't fucking stop that. They're like, oh, we're limiting it. No, the people that are going to get sick from this are going to get sick from this. Eventually.
Yeah.
Whether it's today or in November, it doesn't really matter.
It's going to happen eventually because... You know, even with the vaccination, you could still get sick. You know what I mean? You're still getting sick, right? Fuck.
Oh, yeah. I ain't getting vaccinated, I'll tell you that. I ain't being the first one motherfucker.
Bill Gates.
I'm going to watch and see what happens.
Bill Gates has a better chance of me shitting in his mouth than he does me fucking taking that shot. I'm telling you that much right now. I'm telling you that much.
Yeah, but see, people are sheep, dude. People are sheep. They will line up for that fucking shot down the road.
Listen, bro. That kind of mandatory vaccination shit is how motherfuckers start peeling caps, my dude. That's what splits the country right down the fucking middle right there. You're not gonna tell me that you're gonna be injecting me with any motherfucking thing. Only thing you're injecting me with is probably like, you know, something like, you know, nothing really. You're not injecting me with fucking anything. You're not doing that to me. Fuck that shit, you know? No way. How in the fuck can you be mandating shit like that to people, you know?
Well, and you're going to have, I mean, you have school-age kids, both of you. I mean, they may not be allowed in school without it. And I would be fucking, you're not going.
I guess it looks like we're homeschooling you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, my younger one's got another year and a half. He's homeschooling right now. Mm-hmm. I'll keep his ass home before I'll let him fucking get that shit. Yeah. Ain't happening. It ain't happening.
At least not the first round. You know what I mean? Like I ain't doing that. You know, I mean, we got polio shots, we got all these other shots, but you know, I'm gonna let a couple years slide before I can get that shit.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I'm not saying don't fucking get. I'm not Tim Huber. I'm not telling your kids not to be vaccinated against fucking polio.
But I'm not being the first one.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we're not Tim Huber. We're not like we don't want to fucking like no one gets injected ever again. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like polio, the mumps and shit like that, measles. You know, smallpox. You should probably be vaccinated for that shit. But
That's the reason we don't see massive measles cases.
I'm all about that. But you know, like the coronavirus injections, I'm probably gonna hold off on that for a little while. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just spitfiring out there. But you know, there's fucking drugs out there for autism. I can't remember the name of it. My buddy's son's got autism, and we were talking about this a long time ago. And there's a drug out there that actually makes autistic children that can't speak. You know what I mean? But that was swallowed up. You can't even find that shit. You know what I mean? There's just some fucking shit that's going on that ain't right. And this seems like one of those situations where this is on a grand scale. The world is a stage, and we're watching, man. Some shit is going down, guys.
I think it's one of two things. Either it's nefarious or it's incompetence, and either one of them sucks. You know what I mean? Either nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, and just mandate shit to mandate it, or there's something else going on.
And both suck. Both are fucking super scary. Both are super fucking scary. Just think if Mark's buddy's doctor was like, a fucking liberal fucking yum-yum's like, there's no way I'm injecting him with fucking hooty-doo disease. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give him the malaria fucking cure. I'm not doing that. Trump's a fucking idiot. Just imagine what would have happened.
Well, honestly, T, you got to hope that the oath that the doctor took to try to help people, you know, that wasn't given to him because they knew it would work. It was given to him based on if they didn't do something, he was probably going to die. So at least they try everything that they can, and they had some good results with the stuff. There's another drug out now that's very expensive. They say shows promising results. You know, I'm not a vaccine person. Okay.
But if you were fucking sick if you were sick and you needed something, you know, you got to try everything.
Right, I'd say shoot that. Do it. No.
What were you going to say? Your youngest has never been vaccinated for what?
No, my younger one has not been vaccinated, and he's gonna have to go through something because he's planning to go in the Air Force. To get in the military, you have to have all your vaccines. So when he decides, you know, when he decides to really pull the trigger on it without changing his mind, we're going to get him the vaccines over, you know, a year or whatever. The problem with the vaccine is, and it's just my belief, when they just fucking load all that shit in there and give it to you. And we have a family friend, dude. The daughter is 15 years old. She went and got that papilloma fucking thing, that shot, and it ruined her fucking life, dude. It wiped her. This is a fact. They don't know how it happened because people have reactions to things. Okay. And probably more often than not, it doesn't happen. But this girl can barely go outside because her immune system is fucking white.
No shit.
They put her in that fucking barometric, that fucking chamber that Michael Jackson used to sleep in with the increased oxygen. They did that for 6 fucking months on daily regimens or however long treatments trying to fix her.
Bariatric chamber.
They tried to move from Colorado to Texas. They had to go back because she fucking reacted to the climate.
Wow.
You know, so there is some truth to some of this shit, and I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying that some people have bad reactions to it.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. It makes you worry.
Yeah, there's no question in that.
Of course it does.
Yeah, there's no question in that.
You know, and if you really want to fucking start getting crazy, and then you see on the internet, they're gonna put a microchip in you when you get that fucking vaccine. The fuck they are. Or you wouldn't even know it because it's that small.
Yeah, you'd never know.
You know,
you'd never fucking know.
The fuck to believe.
Yeah.
And then you see the shit about the one world government, one world order. That whole thing fucking lines up like a puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it goes in my lifetime. It goes as far back.
Hey,
as
man, I've almost got fucking Mark converted.
George Bush was the one pushing the New World Order. Last time I remember. I mean, this goes back to like
that Kevin, that
25, 30 years ago.
that Dr. Fauci motherfucker, that dude right there. I think he's
Fauci,
like,
yeah.
I think he's got some kind of, from what I understand, and I don't know, I haven't researched it fully yet, but I plan on it. But from what I understand, he's got like some kind of vested, patented interest in the vaccination of this. Just like Bill Gates. How in the fuck is Bill Gates a fucking some fucking computer fuckface with a bunch of fucking money? How is this dude gonna be out fucking touting this fucking vaccination? He's not a fucking doctor.
No, he's not a scientist. He's a virologist.
Yeah, and he's all he stands.
Yeah, but
TJ, but he get what I'm saying is he gains a profit from this. That's fucked up.
Well, of course, but okay, TJ, you could own a transmission shop that repairs fucking automotive transmissions and know absolutely nothing about transmissions because you put the money up and you hire the right people to do it. That's exactly what that is.
All right,
he's funded that fucking thing with billions of dollars.
That's fine that he's fuck. That's cool, Mark. That's all cool in the fucking game. On one hand, you're talking about they're never vaccinating me, and now you're over here fucking slow giving Bill Gates the fucking slow jam.
No,
fuck out of here.
No, dude. I said I'm not taking the fucking vaccine.
If Bill Gates is all about it, if he's all about it, we need to get this virus, we need to vaccinate the fucking world. You got billions of dollars handed out for free, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, not only that, take it yourself. Let's see you take it and see what happens.
No, I'm saying if you got more money than God, hand that shit out for free if you're trying to save the world, motherfucker.
Right. How many more billions do you fucking need?
He's not going to do that because he stands to profit from this.
Follow the money, man.
Yeah. Bill Gates' dad was into population control. He had fucking Bill Gates' father also had something like he had a big fucking like he had something to do with Planned Parenthood as well.
Wasn't his mother like head CEO of like some type of like I can't remember. It's not pandemic, but it was some type of research that she was into that had to do with like I can't remember what it was. I don't be talking shit right now. It was like gene manipulation or something. She was some type of like bioengineer.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Some shit like that. But what I'm saying is all this shit that it could all be circumstance. Like, you know, we'll play the Mark Tanner card here. Nah, it's just a coincidence. But there's this thing we talk about on the Fireless podcast, the podcast I do on Sunday nights about all things paranormal, like Bigfoot, UFOs, conspiracy theories, you know, all that shit. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. But synchronicities. When shit starts to link up, how many times can something link to itself before it becomes mathematically impossible that it's just happenstance? Just think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? How much more evidence do people need? You know what I'm saying? That there's some fucking...
it's right there.
There's some fuckery afoot. Hey, someone... We have 2 thumbs down. You motherfucker. We're never going to be able to live with ourselves. Oh my God. We got a thumbs down on this. I hope Lee Burbridge one day pulls his fucking head out of Perry Tate's fucking ass. I want you to tell me right now. I want someone to get in this fucking chat later, like a year down the road, right now, YouTube comments after this is posted, whatever the fuck. I want you to tell me that you're going to buy something from Perry that's going to kill germs and be 100% feeling good about it fucking operating properly and doing its job right. I want you to tell me that you're going to bet your fucking future on that, on Perry Tate. Oh my God, somebody took a thumbs down. We had 18 thumbs up and now somebody took one away from us. That's fucked up. And they give us a thumbs down instead.
Some bullshit.
It was someone that just heard what you said. Lee.
Come on, guys. It doesn't matter. We got thousands of fucking audio downloads. Eat a whole fucking bag of dicks. A whole bag of dicks. And fucking choke on the last one. You motherfucker.
Yeah.
You shortstop
So
records.
T, did you work today? Did you go out and wash some windows today?
I sure
Fuck all this virus.
did.
You work today?
I sure did. Sure did. I cleaned some
gutter. You doing
I did a gutter cleaning and I did 2 exteriors. And then yesterday I did 3 exteriors. In a row, you know what I mean? I knocked out 3 houses yesterday, 2 today, and a gutter cleaning. I'm waiting for these checks to come in so I can start, paying some bills and shit, man. I can't wait. It felt good. I was like, man, these checks are gonna come in. Unfortunately, none of these motherfuckers are home. They're all vacation homes, god damn it. Son of a bitch. But I'm thankful for the work.
Still work on a nice property, quiet, nobody there.
Yeah, I'm super thankful for the work, though. You know what I mean? Super thankful for it. You know what I mean? So, you can't do nothing but be thankful if you're out working and shit like this. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some, but when you're able to get out, get the sun on your back and, little sweat on your brow and the promise of a little money in a few short days, you can't, only thing that beats that is getting the check when you're done. I got like 6 checks when I'm done, like scheduled. So I got 2 tomorrow, and then I got 3 more next week. So that's good. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man! You gotta take it as it comes, man.
Right. Well,
What about you, Seth? You and your brother out washing?
Yeah, me, my brother, and
Craig
Kelly, the kid who comments on here is like one of my best friends. Works.
Fuck
with me.
you, Craig.
Yeah.
I don't know. I left the shop today at 6:30. Went home, took a shower, sat on my couch for 10 minutes, and I was like, I gotta go back to the shop and do the podcast. So it was a good day. It felt good to get kind of beat up a little bit, like that spring beat up. You know what I mean? That 10, 11 hour day.
Craig got fucking Kool-Aid, no sugar, peanut, no butter. That motherfucker got ham, no burger, all that shit.
You know what makes me laugh about it? Is I guarantee meeting both of you, that TJ in within 10 minutes would be like, dude, I like Craig.
I can already tell by his sense of humor in the chat.
He's out of his mind. Yeah, he's out of his mind. Yeah. My mom and his mom. I was the ring bearer at his parents' wedding.
Oh, cool, man. So that's why he's still got a job. That's why he's still got it. You guys are homies. Exactly. You guys are homies.
You take care of the homies.
Yeah. Definitely.
And he's a. I mean, I call him Rock and Razor Craig.
Yeah,
he's good. He's good, man. He's good.
He seems like a good dude.
He works hard.
Good dude.
Yeah. But it's been good. What about you, Mark? You been out doing shit, or what's up with you?
I'm doing my usual, like the first week of the month. The one thing I like about this schedule is the first week of the month, which is obviously this week, is an easy week because I just finished up all my car dealerships. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all, 1 or 2 of them are weekly, but most of them are twice a month. And I went today and I did 2 glass tabletops, which I don't normally do tabletops. There's not a lot of money in it, but I did two scratch glass tabletops, and that was the guy that had the 1970 Javelin road race car.
Oh, yeah.
So I fixed this. Yeah, dude, that car. I'm not an AMC fan, but that car is freaking sweet. I got some pictures of it that I'll post up later. So I fixed this back window, had some scratches in it. And that's intimidating, though. I mean, dude, the car's worth close to $400,000, and I'm going to attack it with a polisher.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, in 1970, I'm trying to do some research. Was the glass laminated, meaning, safety glass? Was it just tempered? How I attacked the problem, and I made a few phone calls and went online, and there's very little, who would know if a 1970 car has laminated windows, but anyway, it came out nice, and he was real happy, and so I got that done, and then I that turned into picking up their house for residential window cleaning for my guys. They're going to go do it on a weekend or something, so that worked. Very nice couple. It's funny because they live in a modest little community, and I pull in, and one car is a Kia, right, and the other one is some other little really nothing special car, and then he opens the garage and he's got this $400,000 Javelin sitting in there. Yeah. I'm like, that is so cool.
Those are some of my favorite people to work for, though. Like the people, like, until you get in their house, you don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, you get in and you see the shit.
Yeah.
Not flashy people. It's kind
of no. You would never know it. You would never know. But just nice people, and he's a motorhead. So as soon as he raises the hood of the car, we just had good conversation. And then I'll be honest with you, he says to me, so you gave my wife a price for the 2 tabletops we want you to fix. What is it going to cost me to fix the car? And I go, well, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I said, I'm intimidated by what I'm looking at here. I said, I'm, confident we can make it look really good, take the scratches out. And then I just said to him, you know what? You pay me to do the tables. My guys will come clean the windows. You can let them make the money. I'm not charging you anything for the car because I love your car that much, And so it took me a half hour, 45 minutes. We had good conversation. I was happy when I left. He taped off the car. He put on blankets all over it. All I did was show up with the polisher and
that's a really fucking cool fucking car.
And I felt good about that.
That's a really fucking cool car.
It goes a long way, though. You know what I mean? He knows somebody who knows somebody who's like, hey, man, this guy did this for me. And, you know what I mean? I think a lot of times those little half-hour, 45, nothing to you things mean a lot to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about replacing...
No, it does, because...
I'm thinking about replacing my patio door, Mark, this summer. 'Cause I want to redo a few things around my porch. I'm going to put on the back porch, I want to put a roof over that. And put a gate up so the dogs can stay on the concrete instead of digging my yard up sometimes, And I want to get a get a new patio door because the one I have now is old and it's been there for like 30 years and it's beat up and it's unfortunately scratched all the fuck from the dogs' nails, because they got dirt in their nails and it scratches the fucking glass.
Yeah.
So I need a fucking polisher because I'm gonna start. I need to differentiate myself. I need to be the Mark Tanner of of Northern Ohio. That's what I need to be.
Well, dude, I'm going to tell you that sliding door, and I know what you're talking about, is the perfect door to learn on.
Do you think
so?
You know
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'll tell you what. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
I really want to.
It doesn't matter. You're going to replace it anyway.
The more and more, and I wanted to bring this up tonight, because I know I've been talking about pressure washing and shit like that, which is, but what my real plan is that right there. Taking what you shown me when you were up here with the stain removal, I was so impressed by your product. I'm a fucking shame that like 900 people.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, T.
I really feel like I can differentiate myself if I start learning how to do that. Because I think I got the stain removal. I still want to. Mess around on some people I know shit, that are okay with me running a polisher on the glass, just to get a little more, apt to it. I wish that job would have went through. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed on the property. God damn it.
Well, it'll come around. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you is when we come up to the huge convention, I have about 8 or 9 polishers, and as they get older, I rebuild them. I put new brushes in them, power cords and stuff like that. I carry it. Sometimes I'll grab it by the power cord off the ground because it's less to bend down. You know what I'm saying? Well, and so I replace power cords and brushes in them, and they last for years. I have between 8 and 10 of them. They're all numbered, so I know which one's getting maintenance. And since I'm really the only one using them, occasionally I'll put them in my guys' hands. When I come up for huge convention, I'll bring you one of my older ones that'll be just fine for you.
Just bring the smoker.
You're getting the smoker.
Bring the fucking smoker. Huge convention or not, I'm coming down there. Me and Jennifer have already decided if there's no huge convention this year, I'm just gonna go. We're just coming down to Florida and hanging out with you guys, like you said, because you kind of shamed me into it. Your wife made me feel shitty the last time we did a podcast. Did you know it's his birthday? You piece of shit.
Those were the exact words.
Yeah. I remember her saying it.
Just like that.
But listen. What you've shown me, our friendship. I'm gonna take full advantage of our friendship and what you've shown me, and I feel like it would be so much cheaper for me, profit versus expense on equipment, for me to just buy a fucking polisher and start removing stains from glass. Right, I could do that right out the fucking gate. Right out the fucking gate.
$200.
Right out the $200 right out the fucking gate, and I'm ready to go. And I found myself another revenue stream.
That will make you in a day's work double a pressure washer. Double in a day. Once you know what you're doing and you're comfortable with it.
Damn right.
I ran across, and I've got video of it. I ran across. I don't know if you have any experience with like fresh water smacking windows like repeatedly over and over again, but it kind of gets like this scummy kind of filmy, like won't come off with a razor. You gotta fucking really get after it. The whole time I was doing it, I was like, man, I wish I had that bottle of Mark's fucking shit in my fucking truck. The whole time I was sitting there, I was putting Mr. Hardwater on a pad. Fucking, I was just like this whole time, like, man, I wish I'd had that bottle in my truck.
I almost feel like fresh water is worse than salt water. Oh, I mean, I live on the ocean, but when I do pond houses, those windows are always full. Oh, salt's its own different game, but pond water is like you don't know what you're gonna get.
Well, not only that, I think they're both nasty, both full of minerals. I think the worst glass restoration, something that you almost shouldn't take, and it's good to take it if you're just learning, but some of the most frustrating ones I've tried to do would be a car wash. Mm-hmm. One of these places where the car drives through on the chain, and that shit, all the different colored chemicals are fucking spraying the glass 400 times a day as the cars come through there. That generally gets to a point where it's just so time consuming and taxing that if you don't pick up that account as a maintenance and go every week and do some polishing and sealing the glass with a product, it's just a waste of time. There's no money, but the advantage comes with the experience. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I did 4 windows at a car wash that took me 2 days, and I got $200 for it. That's a fucking huge loser. But if I look at it as I got a lot of training and learned a lot of what I can and can't do, what's possible, that has where it holds the value,
Exactly. And I mean, as a window cleaner, what house have you gone to where there isn't at least 1 or 2 windows that can service? You know what I mean? I mean, it's a guarantee.
You can find it if you're looking for it. You can find it every day. You can find a job to go do. And
irrigation, like iron on the glass, all the mineral deposits from their sprinkler system. I mean, there's always someone up at a house. So all you're doing is kind of adding on to something you're already doing. It sounds like a home run.
You're capitalizing. You're leaving money on the table if you can't.
Changing my name from Clear Views North Coast Window Cleaning to fucking T Squeegee.
T Squeegee.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the window man.
Incorporated.
Window man.
I'll tell you what though, the worst ones. I went to a job 2 weeks ago, which I got for next week. Okay, a brand new townhouse, 3 windows right on the lake, and they pump the lake water for irrigation here. Okay.
Yeah.
So his windows have been beat up for about a year and a half. So he's got 3 windows, and he pulls the blinds and he says, these 3 windows are terrible from the sprinklers. And I go, okay. So immediately I say to him, this one and this one, the stain is really obvious, but the other one, the stain is minimal. So I have to ask, because all 3 of them are getting equally hit with the sprinklers, what did you do? Well, he went online and he did some video watching, and he bought BioClean. Okay, so I went over there and I said, let me go get my polisher and see what we can do for it. I said, it's going to be $75 a window on a single step, and literally the window was this much on the bottom, like 8 inches along the bottom in an archway. And I go, it's $75 a window, and let me see what we can do with this. The first 2 windows, which he never touched, came out flawless. I mean, literally 10 minutes a window. As soon as I got to the one with the BioClean, and I've preached it every fucking time, once you put this acidic, aggressive fucking pumice-filled chemicals on the glass and scour them around with a Scotch-Brite pad or some homemade polisher or a drill or anything, you fuck me and you fuck yourself. Okay, so now to fix that window, it's costing him $300 because I've got to cut the glass because he damaged it with the chemicals. So I actually have to have a glass company come out and remove the window stops on 2 sides so we can get into the corners, because it's just water. A stain doesn't know where to go. Oh, it could be fixed. Let's stain the window here. It goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I said, if you want it perfect, you got to pay the glass company to pull the stops out on this side and on the bottom, and we'll get it right for you. So, the job that could have been an easy, quick fucking $150 for me for an hour's worth of work. Okay, now it's fucking $450, but I'm gonna go spend 2.5 hours to get it right in total. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm looking to
knowing what to look for.
Yeah, I'm looking at what you're saying right there as, just education. People just not aware. You know what I mean? Just not knowing better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude,
all those lake houses that you have up there. Yeah. Bro, there's money to be made on it.
Bro, I already know. That's what I'm saying. Bro, I already know. I already know.
Money. They gotta. If you're going to a second home, they got money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when you go to a second home, like they want that home.
Not only do they have money, but they have custom homes on the lake with architectural glass that was most likely made for their house. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some architecture drew that bitch up. Yeah. They made windows for that crib. It's going to be a lot more money to get that window replaced than it is for me to come in and get those sprinkler stains off the glass. You know what I mean, bro?
And they're a customer for life once you do that, man. Because they ain't hiring nobody. That guy.
No. Too sweet.
No.
Yeah.
Too sweet.
Well, hypothetically, they hire you. You say to them, hey, I could fix those stains. It's going to cost you this much, and you fix them. Okay, they tell the neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when you go to the neighbor who's not your customer, you always finish up after you do that. Go, well, who better to maintain your glass than someone who knows how to fix if this issue ever starts again? You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, and I tell people all the time, if this starts happening, whether it's your shower enclosure, dude, you know what I'm doing a lot of now? All of a sudden, glass cooktops. Okay. The Pyrex glass cooktops on all these flat top stoves. Dude, it ain't hard water. It's fucking cooked food that's been sitting there at 700 degrees for a month every time they heat the pan up. You can fix those too.
Ooh, to the wheel. Listen, man. I'm about to make $1 million gazillion because of Mark Tanner. $1 million gazillion.
I hope you do.
$1 million
Just remember
gazillion.
me when you do.
Bro, you're going to come up here and fucking show me how to do all of it. I mean, I'm going to pay you, of course. I'm going to give you like $50. $50 to show me how to do it.
As long as it's not cold out.
As long as it's not cold out. Hey, Mark Tanner's the whole reason why there's coronavirus in Ohio. It's all his fault. He had he had the fucking Rona when he came up here, bro.
Dude, we got snow coming in 35 minutes north of me on Saturday.
Fuck you.
It's gonna drop down, so I have a job. Like this lady moved Saturday. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I can come out Saturday. I ain't got shit to do anyways. The low is gonna be 35 here, and I'm on the coast, so it's obviously warmer here. And the high is like 47. I can't remember the last time it was that fucking cold in like the end of the first week in May.
Some bitch, boy. I think we're just kind of shifting. Things are just shifting a little bit. The planet's going through like a cycle. We're all, where the axis has changed a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? The precession of the equinox or whatever the fuck you call that shit. I don't fucking know what it is, but whatever it is, it's got itself fucked up.
Not for nothing, because I do not want to get back into this subject, so I'm just going to say this, but it's something to think about that you might not have thought of. The reason Florida and a lot of other states have the coronavirus is because we had the fucking Super Bowl here, and that was right at the time that shit was, nobody knew about it yet, and you put 75,000 people sitting next to each other. They brought that shit back to Ohio, to Washington. That's a lot of where my state is affected. So there's no doubt.
That's where Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci fucking released the gas canisters like Bane and fucking got everybody sick, bro.
Fucking 5'3" motherfuckers over here causing problems. And shit bothers me.
Fauci. That motherfucker is short. He's standing on a phone book behind that
podium. And he's so
my people.
It's like the New York dude.
Yeah, finally.
Fauci, fuck that dude.
Yeah, dude. There's just I wish everyone listening now and in the future, nothing but good luck and great fortune and health. And I hope everyone fucking makes it through this good, comes out on the other end. I just want all my friends in the industry's businesses to survive and eventually prosper again. And, that's what else can we ask for but that? Just keep hammering. You know what I mean? That's the only thing we can do. Just keep hammering.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Keep your fucking heads up.
The strong will survive. And, just the stupidest little things tear me up. I'm looking in the fucking shop and I'm like, okay, we're starting to get low on rubbers. 2 weeks before it cost me over $1,000 for a couple ropes. The guys needed more ropes because I wasn't able to buy ropes last year. I'm looking around. I see some of these things I want to buy.
Are you gonna get another gross of soft
trigger on anything?
Are you gonna get another gross of soft black diamond rubber again or no? You going back to Sorbo?
Oh yeah.
Are you going back to Sorbo or are you staying with black diamond? Tell the truth.
No, I'm going to stay with black diamond. I'm being the truth. It is different than Sorbo, okay? But I've been using it for 6 months now, and I'm used to it. And there are a few differences, but like I said, it lasts just as long, okay? I think it needs a little more pressure on the glass than the Sorbo, but that's me, and it's not a measurable amount, but it's a little bit more. Yeah, it does require a little more pressure.
I've never noticed it because
it does have to break in a little bit. Yeah, and it does break in a little bit, whereas the Sorbo is right out of the box.
I do have...
And here's since we're talking about that,
I'm
just
way
one
faster
second,
than Mark.
Seth, I'm going to go off on a tangent for the first. Here's the itinerary when TJ comes down to Florida, okay? We're going to bring your little boy, and we're going to ride him on a four-wheeler at camp, and we're going to do an overnight. Just me, you, and Uriah, and we'll bring the side-by-side, and we'll bring four-wheelers, and we'll do barbecue, and the girls can go do some
girly stuff,
shit, and then we're coming back, and we're going to the Keys. But before that, on a Friday, theoretically, you'll come work with me,
and I will fucking.
And at that point,
you better bring your word, dude. Hey, listen, you better bring your fucking wood screws, because I'm gonna blow your doors completely off.
Look.
Whoa!
Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what happens. Here's what happens. When you go back, you and Jen will be doing a lot of private discussion in the Keys, because when you get back, your shit. The entire company is going to be on Craigslist for sale. I'm out. Sick. Fucking done.
I fucking love you, Mark.
You gotta love the enthusiasm.
All you Patreon, all you Patreon members that are a member of the Facebook group still, on the patrons only page, go in there and give me your t-shirt ideas for the Patreon shirt in there. I would like this to be a group effort t-shirt for the Patreon members, and I want everyone to kind of agree on it. So once we get like maybe 3 or 4 different ideas, then we'll put them up and then we'll vote on which Patreon shirt we're gonna make for you guys. So I want your guys' idea. I want you guys to get
how about a fucking big American flag with a badass bald eagle with the talons hanging out, grabbing a fucking squeegee and flying away?
We can go get that at Walmart. Really, you want me to put that on a fucking bandana too, you fucking hillbilly? I want it St. Leonard Skinner on the back.
Sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Listen.
I love you, Mark. I can just see when you want to punch me in the face. That's fair.
No, you really want to punch me in the face right now.
Hopefully next week.
Is there something I can do to fix that? No, it's your face. No.
Hopefully next week,
Mark. Mark, you can't fix perfection.
Man, that's right.
That's truth. That's truth.
I tell you what. Man. Hopefully next week, Mark's not such a fucking pussy, and he just fucking finishes his story. I think.
Well, no, he said it was a preview, so that means next week is not a preview.
Next week is not a preview.
It's not a clue.
You better get your ducks in a fucking row. Quit being a pussy.
I'm gonna sit here.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
What are you
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Now I tried to get us a guest for this week, and that fell through. He might come back, and it would be a good interview, but I'll get someone else. I have to get someone else. If I get this other person to come on the podcast, it's gonna be fucking epic.
Oh my god, we're gonna bust it open. But we'll see you guys. Thank you, as always, for fucking listening. Thank you guys, as always, you Patreon members. Thank you guys so fucking much for the support. And if you're giving us thumbs down like the 3 that we got, we love you anyways, even though you're a hoe-ass bitch. So we'll see you next Wednesday.
No doubt.
Keep
Later,
Squeegee
You
Life.
guys be
Yeah,
safe.
keep after it, and we'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Deuces.